Kia ora, Canterbury, and welcome to Canterbury Live on Monday, the 22nd of September. Well, did you vote? I hope that answer was yes, because there was 1 million of you that didn't. I can't believe it. That is so slack. Thinking that your one vote doesn't really count. Don't worry about it. Well, one plus another, how many thousand didn't vote? It was very disappointing, really. But hey, wasn't it a quick, swift win by National, really? We were sort of camped down thinking it's going to take hours and hours before you get some sort of clear guide who's going to take it. But National did very, very well. So anyway, but on to some local news. Well, Mr. Aaron Cruden, how can you miss a plane, an all-black plane of all planes? But thankfully, and Mr. Tom Taylor, and you know Tom was here for Father's Day with his dad the other week, which was really cool. He's on his way to Argentina, so well done to the Taylor family. Very cool indeed. Now, talking about very cool, this weekend, Mr. Neil Finn is hitting town with Bic Runga, and as you know, we've been giving away double passes. Well, the answer to Friday's question, the winner of Friday's question was Maureen Bond. So congratulations to Maureen, you and a special someone will be heading there to Horncastle Arena this Saturday. But the question today for another double pass is, what is the name of Neil's son who played on the David Letterman show? Pretty easy, really. So all you need to do is call through to Marianne on 03 3777 033 or go to our Facebook page. Make sure you like us and give your details and you'll go into the draw to win a double pass. But it doesn't stop there, no. Now, if you have a child that's at private school, they're now on school holidays, so good on them. Or next week they start. Now, we have a wonderful double pass to give, a family pass to Quail Island. So our question for today is, why were people quarantined to Quail Island? So it's one for the family to come up with that answer, isn't it? So you need to call us again on 03 3777 033 or go to our Facebook page to enjoy that. And there goes a picture there. A wonderful trip for the family to enjoy. Obviously not on a day like this, but I'm sure next week it'll be wonderful. Well, on today's show, this weekend is the Vegetarian Expo, so we find out all about that. And we meet an author that is headed to Antarctica and has written a beautiful book called Penguin Pete. That will be lovely. But first up, a very serious thing that happens to someone you may know or maybe to a family member is Alzheimer's. And there really, really has been a wonderful campaign to educate us on this really sad, and I think it is a sad disease that happens to a lot of us in New Zealand. And I'm joined by the General Manager for Canterbury, Daryl Campbell. Welcome to Canterbury Live. And I do say sad because we're seeing people that live very full lives and slowly their memory goes. And I think it's quite a sad thing to watch, isn't it, really?
It can be very hard on people who have dementia and very hard on their families and loved ones. Dementia is an umbrella term for quite a range of illnesses, including Alzheimer's, vascular dementia, alcohol-related dementia, Parkinson's-related dementia. But dementia generally means a progressive disorder that gradually impacts on people's brain functioning, almost like brain fade, you might say, so that things that are affected are memory, language, possibly activities, motivation, mood, trouble planning and organising and making judgments, making good judgments.
Ah, okay. So these could be key signs that maybe your loved one or someone you know could actually have the early start or signs of dementia?
They are all indicators, I guess, that something is not quite right. And I mean, it's when these things are out of the ordinary, so it's not just forgetting in the usual sense, it's a change to what would be ordinary. And if that happens, then we're strongly encouraging people as early as possible to go and talk with their GP and to get a diagnosis, or come and talk to us and get some guidance about how to get a diagnosis. The earlier that people get diagnosed, the more opportunities there are to support people to live well with dementia, and people can live well with dementia for some considerable years. There are some medications that actually can delay some of the symptoms onset, and there are also a lot of things like remaining independent for as long as possible, remaining socially stimulated, engaging in activity and continuing to use your brain that really do support people to live well and remain in the community.
And there's some wonderful aids in that are actually available online. And we have a family member and the children, we actually bought a ball. And when you threw the ball to him, with his hands laid, there was a question and they would talk about it. But it was from childhood. It wasn't present.
Yes.
It was actually history. And so it was a wonderful way of engaging.
Yes.
Yeah.
Therapeutic interventions like memory aids work very well with people who have significant effect with their memory. And it's one of the things that we do at Alzheimer's Canterbury. We have memory groups for people with dementia that really focus largely on reminding people what they do know and what they do remember, and so that they have a very positive impact on how people feel about themselves, as well as providing some cognitive stimulation.
So what other services do you provide at Alzheimer's Canterbury? We're
a community-focused service, so we are into providing services that maximise people's potential to live well with dementia and to support family and loved ones. We provide a range of therapeutic groups, including the memory groups, groups that are to support carers, quite a significant education program, both for people with dementia and their family members and for the general public or people working perhaps in the industry. A large social program of social activities. Some novel things we're introducing now, like Artsimers, which is our art appreciation for people with dementia, using artworks to invoke memory, which we are doing in collaboration with the Christchurch Art Gallery. And a book group called The Next Chapter, which runs from the South Library, using short stories, poems, and things like that to get people sitting and talking together about their recollections.
Conversation is a big thing, isn't it, really? What can people try to do to maintain good brain health? I would think of a better word, but...
Well, the old adage, what's good for your heart is good for your head, is certainly true. So there's a lot of emphasis on, good diet, remaining physically fit, reducing alcohol consumption, not smoking. But probably what's more interesting and people know less about is that good brain health is the message we'd want people to take into the future. And that is not just maintaining what you do every day. So if you do the crossword every day, that in itself is not what we would call, stimulating your brain. That just means you're going to be really good at crosswords. So it's actually continuing into our latter years to do things that really get our brains puffing, for want of a better phrase, so that we're working hard, we're stimulating the brain, we're picking up a new activity, a new language, a new kind of learning, and we're remaining active. And interestingly, a lot of the research that's coming out now is suggesting that it's what we do between 30 and 50 that might have the most impact on providing some protection against developing dementia.
Oh, thanks, Daryl. I know that you've got a wonderful website and we can just Google that up there for Alzheimer's New Zealand. I thank you for bringing and educating us a little bit today, but there is more that we can find out, and I applaud you for trying to educate us as well. Thank you so much. Now stay with us after the break. We find out about penguins.
Join us this weekend as we bring you all the stories that captivated us over the past week. CTV Newsweek in Review, Saturday and Sunday at 5, only on CTV.
It's Blackwell's Holden Demolition Sale, with prices on selected demonstrators that'll blow you away. Cruise SRIV $31,990, Farina CDX $21,990, Captiva CX Diesel $39,990, Holden Spark $14,990 and Trax LTZ $31,990. The clock's ticking. These prices could blow any second. Call Blackwell's Holden Softburn today.
My son's helped me greatly with my independence now that I've got more mobility.
Mum, I've been looking into stand assist chairs from More Mobility. They recline back with a footrest. Then when you want to get out of them, they stand you up. You can even sleep on them. More Mobility can bring one out for a free trial. There's even electric beds too. What do you think? For more range and more expert advice, see More Mobility, corner Clarence and Princess Streets off Blenheim Road.
What a difference More Mobility makes.
Avoid the monkeys when it comes to relocating. Trust A1 Movers, a family business since 1993 that guarantees a professional job every time. We carefully handle and wrap your valued items, ensuring they have a safe journey. Secure storage and insurance options are also available.
A1 Movers, the careful, caring moving company.
Oi! Introducing My Freeview.
This fella doesn't just preserve your right to watch free digital TV. It fits your viewing around your life. Too busy putting out fires? Record at the touch of a button. Want to watch one channel and record another? You can. And if you need to nip away,
Hit pause, even a live show.
for a one-off payment, you can enjoy Freeview when it suits you, not someone else.
It's like having your own TV station at home without monthly fees or contracts. My Freeview. It's Kiwi for TV.
CTV News and Weather, first at 5. Be the first to find out about the rebuild, local politics, business, sports, culture and community. CTV News and Weather, first at 5, only on CTV.
You know, Antarctica is definitely on a lot of people's bucket list, and how wonderful is this lady next to me, how young she is, that she's actually been to Antarctica. Jo McGregor.
Hi.
Lucky bee, aren't you?
Yes.
Oh my goodness.
Yes, I was.
Crikey.
Yeah.
To actually be able to get to Antarctica. I mean, how did you manage to actually get down there?
It was a 3-week time I was away, and I flew from here to Argentina, and then had a great time in Buenos Aires before we flew down to Ushuaia again, and then jumped on a ship, the Professor Molchanovsky, a wee Russian icebreaker.
Congratulations on that.
Thank you. And we, up and down for a couple of days till we got to the peninsula.
Well, good on you for not missing the plane to Argentina.
I know.
Yeah, not even all black. There you go. So the trip for 3 weeks, I mean, that's a considerable amount of time, though, to be down there, isn't it?
Yes, I had a lovely husband who, or have a lovely husband who was able to take on the mission of looking after 2 toddlers at the time, and he had just as much of an adventure as me, I think.
I think so. So was that the inspiration behind Penguin Pete?
Wow, Penguin Pete, he's basically a penguin with a scar across his chest, and he's a bit embarrassed by it, and he gets teased and bullied by his friends, and he tries to hide it and get rid of it because it's not fair. And amazingly, something brilliant happens to him while he gets the scar, while he's hiding it, and it turns out that it's actually quite a good thing to have. And it gets the other penguins to just think about what they've said and what they've done, and it's in the end they apologise for being mean.
Oh, because when we look at penguins, we don't think of them as being mean or bullies, do we really?
No. So the idea behind it is, for anyone who has scars or something slightly different, it's okay to be different, and actually, it can turn out to be a good thing to have. The guy that took my tour down to Antarctica has a big scar across his chest.
Oh, okay.
And he has also proved to the world that he not only defied all what his doctors told him he couldn't do, that he was able to achieve anything he set his mind to.
So did he have open heart surgery, I'm assuming?
As a child, he had heart surgery age 8, and he was teased and bullied as well, and so it was just this constant, I will do this and I will get there, and he did. He's defied everything, defied all the odds. He's the first Australian to have walked the North Magnetic Pole, and he's also done many adventures, and he still continues to do this to this day. So now he takes many tours down there, as well as he's also a motivational speaker, philanthropist over in Australia. So he's well known over there.
So wow, all those that teased him at 8 years of age, look what he's doing now.
Yeah.
What a wonderful book for Heart Canterbury or Heart New Zealand for the children. And when we've had them on the show here, and they talk about their badge of honour, as they call it. But what a wonderful inspiration. So from having that idea, from being down there, tell us about the journey of actually getting it to print, though, because it's not a small feat, is it?
No, it's not a small feat. It's been that's been an adventure in itself. And again, it's been pushing all my boundaries of shall I do this? This is tricky. So, but I did self-publish it, and
good on you.
I just printed 100 to start with, and they just went like that. So I've printed another 400, and so they're now for sale in the Antarctic Centre in Christchurch here, and the gift shop in the airport museum as well, and they'll be at Ice Fest next week.
Oh, excellent. Okay, for the school holidays, what great timing. And I know that you're getting our website up and running, but if you do want to find out some other, purchase one from you,
yes,
you will be donating those funds from the ones that we purchase from you personally, not from the different places, to Dogwatch, which is very cool. So we can call Marianne and get the details for that. So you've got one of these books to give away today, which is very kind of you, Jo, and I'll probably get you to sign it if that's okay.
Yes, no
it's really
problem.
good.
Yeah.
Tell us about the illustrator, Charlotte Syme.
Charlotte is a lovely friend. She was my daughter's first teacher, and she's a local teacher at Seven Oaks School in Opawa. Yeah, and she's just delightful with children, and yeah, it was just a random event as well that I realised that she loved to draw as well as teaching, and so she was very happy to.
So both a first for both of you, your first
No,
book?
she had drawn illustrated books before, but a surprise to me. She doesn't sort of spread the word about that much.
Okay, well now you've got a bit of a taste for it. Do you think that you're going to follow a sequence for Pete?
Not necessarily for Pete. I do have a couple of other books all ready to go though. Yeah, the ball has started to roll, so I've got another one basically for Dogwatch really, it's called Why Can't I Have a Puppy, Mum? And it's all about the reasons why perhaps you need to think about long and hard about getting a puppy before before parents go and buy one for their children. And another one, just a light-hearted one called I Cannot Find My Undies.
That's not light. That sounds like a familiar theme in my household. Not my problem, I'm from there, but with young lads. But yeah. Oh, that's really neat.
Yeah.
Good on you for having inspiration. And the children must be very proud of their mum.
Yes, they are.
And hubby as well. Yeah, so they should be. So remember that you can buy this book from the museum or the Antarctic Centre, or call us for details for Jo, because any sales that she makes directly, she'll be donating some funds through to Dogwatch. Congratulations to you, Jo. And to Penguin Pete. Good on you.
Thank you.
Stay with us after the break. We're getting all veggie about it. It's the Vegetarian Expo.
Tomorrow Today is your science program, presenting a comprehensive overview of the latest trends in science and research. Tomorrow Today, Tuesday night at 7:30 p.m, right here on CTV.
Located at the foot of the Port Hills, Berrymead Golf offers a spectacular location for any occasion. Make your dream wedding a reality with private use of our green function room, outdoor garden courtyard, large marquee and stunning gazebo. Or for your next conference, enjoy the relaxed atmosphere of Berrymead Golf, offering a private, spacious conference room with special deals to make any break a true break. All with customised catering from the Wow Cafe. Berrymead Golf, 50 Berrymead Park Drive, right next to the Berrymead Heritage Park.
Come in and meet the locals at the Bush Inn Centre. Whether it's to grab a coffee on the go or to catch up with a friend over lunch or dinner, the Bush Inn Centre is the perfect place. With our unique range of shops, you'll find everything you're looking for and more. Our friendly locals are always happy to help. We have plenty of parking at the Bush Inn Centre, making your shopping experience just a little bit easier. So come in, meet the locals and shop Bush Inn. You'll find us on the corner of Riccarton and Waimari Roads.
Action Removals, offering short or long-term storage facilities, full packing services, comprehensive rates, all fully insured and with 6 vehicle sizes to choose from. Earthquake repairs? Action Removals pack, move, store and return your valuable possessions stress-free. Action Removals, a family business that has been operating in Christchurch for over 10 years. Action Removals, your one-stop removal service on time, every time. 0800 222 526.
Kids Television is right here on CTV. Tune in every Saturday from 7am to 8am for an exciting range of fantastic kids programming. Join in with all the fun Saturday mornings from 7am to 8am on CTV.
Well, before we get into it, I don't think they eat vegetables, but the question to win this wonderful book from Jo, Penguin Pete, is what do penguins eat? Simply call Marianne 03 3777 033. Too easy. Now into veggies. I'm joined by Anna van den Bosch, and it's all about the Vegetarian Expo happening this Sunday.
Yes, September the 28th from 10 o'clock until 4:30.
And where is it being held?
At the Horticultural Centre Hall, which is in Hagley Park, just opposite the hospital. So
So why do you think people choose to be vegetarians? It's a big question.
There's two main reasons. One of them is animal welfare and the other is health. A lot of people have health scares and they feel it'd be better to have a meat-free diet. And other people, of course, think, wow, what's happening to the animals there? It's not very pleasant, is it? So they decide to give up eating them. There's also some people for ethical reasons, religious reasons, for example. There's another reason why people are vegetarian, but the two I've mentioned are the main.
How long have you been a vegetarian?
Since 1997, so what does that make it? 13 years. And I've been vegan for 7 of those years now.
Wow.
You do know Jo, who's just left us, she's a vegan as well. So
oh, there you go.
There's a lot of us
There's
here
a bit of
today.
a theme there. So for those of us that don't know, what is the difference between a vegetarian and a vegan?
A vegan has no animal products at all, so no dairy, therefore no milk, butter, eggs, and most don't have honey either. There are some who still have honey.
You're
honey-free?
honey-free?
Speaking of vegan, I'm honey-free, yes.
You're sweet enough.
I definitely am. It doesn't mean you can't have sugar or chocolate. I do have those, believe me.
So what, at a Vegetarian Expo, what can we expect?
Basically it's our big day out. It's very much a fun day. It can be good for children as well. We're going to have a bouncy castle and a kids zone. There's lots and lots of vegetarian, in fact vegan food, which is, I don't usually get a chance to try it, unfortunately, because I'm so busy. But people always say how wonderful it is. And we have cookery demonstrations and workshops, which are basically, talks, talking about various things. There's a timetable for those on our website, which is, shall I say it now?
Yeah, absolutely.
www.vegetarianexpo.org.nz.
Excellent, yeah.
And, lots of stalls, which are, including our Christchurch Vegetarian Centre stalls, but also from stalls that run by people who are vegetarians or with vegetarian themes. There's 40+ stalls, so it's a very busy day. And at only $5, it's a bargain. Bring the family.
I know. Well, that's it. It's so cheap, but also it's good to have in one venue. If you want to do your shopping, you can do it all there rather than... Can it be quite a painful thing being a vegetarian when you're shopping?
I've never found it so, not as a vegetarian. It's a little bit harder as a vegan, but you just need to think ahead a bit and plan around. It's definitely getting easier. I know people who were vegan 20, 25 years ago, and they said it's improved so much since the mid-80s. It's becoming quite fashionable almost to be vegan now.
Well, it is actually. I think it is a bit of a trendy word. But so what is World Vegetarian Day then?
That's every year on October the 1st. It started in North America, I think, in the late 1970s, and it's the lead into World Vegetarian Month, October, which culminates in World Vegan Day on November the 1st. And for example, I was just reading today, I didn't know this until today, but September the 27th is Hug a Vegan or Hug a Vegetarian Day, so you know.
Well, it's good timing.
Yeah, I reckon. I'll be preparing the expo on that day, so I'm going to go around and hug everybody I see.
I love it. I love it.
And also World Animal Day on October the 4th. That's another major one. Francis of Assisi's Day. So.
Oh, cool. So is Christchurch an active vegetarian city?
Very much so. Largely, I think, due to my coordinator, whom I know is watching me. Hello, Yolanda. And she started off the vegetarian centre in Christchurch and has kept it going. But now there are a lot of us, people like myself, who help her. And we have so many groups going on. We do advocacy. We make submissions. One of our most important groups, I always think, is the youth group. My own son is actually a member of that. Hello, Liam.
You've got your shout out, yeah.
Yeah, he'll be cringing now, I can see it.
And is he a vegan as well?
He's vegetarian. When he was
vegetarian.
born, I was vegetarian, and he got a taste for cheese. But he doesn't get that at home usually. He'll just try that sometimes when he's out. But he's a very, very healthy, active and intelligent boy, if I say so myself. He didn't get that from me.
But there must be... I wouldn't do yourself a disservice, seriously. But it must be hard, though, for children when they have so many temptations around them to keep on the straight and narrow.
He's actually never had that. He's never eaten meat. And once he was in a place and they gave him a mince pie and he didn't realise, he ate it. And then he was absolutely horrified. He was crying and he's saying, "Mummy, Mummy, please cut me open and get the mince out of me."
No.
And he never wants to go back there again. So
Jeepers.
It's gelatine is a problem sometimes, but he's even got to the point now he won't eat sweets with gelatine because that's from horse hooves.
So, wow. Yeah, okay.
Things that you don't know until you're vegetarian.
Exactly. It's all those other things. Well, just to recap, this Sunday, the Vegetarian Expo happening at the Horticultural Centre, $5 entry. Too easy. Thank you very much, Anna, for joining us today, and all the best.
Thanks a lot.
Okay, now we're going to end today's show with Midnight Youth Calvary, but thank you very much for joining me. Do not miss the show tomorrow. We have the rugby league legend himself in there, Mr. Andrew Johns. See you tomorrow.